Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Bisons coming in at 4-3, going up against the Oilers, who come in at 2-6. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Houston Oilers and the Oklahoma City Bison. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Time running out here on the play clock. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio! Watch out. Come on, Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! Ohio! Flex round!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, now they'll try the end around. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone... was there. It was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And he puts it through. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look now at the starting defense.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down now following the run. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here we go.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And not much running room. Out of the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable able to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll set up a throw. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From the shotgun, he'll nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go. Flick round.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Second down now after the incompletion. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. Steps and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll come out in the pistol. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll throw now on the final play. Surveying the field. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some space here. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll run it here. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And a wildcat formation here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but there he goes, left side. 30. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 77 yards. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Past the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now here's a carry heading left. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. He can't bring him down. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are just about set to go here in quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded at the 8. Stays on his feet. And now back out comes the offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Three yards to go on second down. They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the bar. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for him to roam, even up to the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Another Wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
The coach right now is beside himself. He works on this every day in practice. Clock management, situational football, and somehow it didn't translate to his players.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. To throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. And he will not add 2 more to the final score. Doesn't matter. This one's over. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for Oklahoma City, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.